Okay, I've just launched my brand new building cost calculator. This tool lets you do what you want, how you want. It works for Lunar, it works for Solar, and it covers every possible discount item. So your Lord Talent tree, your Draconics, your temporary relics, your permanent relics, it's all there. It will tell you exactly how much it's going to cost to do a build in all resource terms, noble badges, royal badges, everything. It will also tell you how long it will take. So you'll know if you need to get up to 10,000 minutes worth of build time. This will tell you when you can possibly do that. If you're on Android, there are deals available in the Amazon App Store with massive discounts. The more you spend, the more you save. Do please check out the links in the description. That will take you to those deals. And so how do you use this tool? So if you've got any of this Lord gear, then select it from the drop down list. Now otherwise, make sure your Hero Council, these are people who are applied to your Hero Council. Let's bring the game up now. So I'm going to check this on a Solar Farm account, and if we go to the Heroes, Hero Council, then Master of Strategy, we've got Avalon in there, and then for the High Steward we have Elia. Now you also want to go to your University Research. Now if you go to your Development branch, you can check what you've got currently. So construction here, 5%, and if you check there's one other construction one further down. So that means I've got another 2% here on my current construction boost. So that's 7%. So if we go back to the calculator, and if you set your research here, University Research, it will now pop up and it will show you the discounts it's going to apply. You can see the default, it assumes you've maxed it out. I haven't maxed it out yet, so just set that to the correct amount. And now you are good to go. Make sure you set Alliance Research as well. If you're in an alliance, it's important to get your numbers correct. So if we check that out, if you go to Alliance here, if you then go to Research, this one has a benefit detail at bottom right. That's much more helpful. So scroll down, it will tell you, it will add that all up for you, 12.5%. So if we set Alliance Research here, and then we need to change this from the default session, from the default amount, and make this 12.5. You'll see here it's had a little pop-up just to say we've set it to the maximum, just so you know that hey, you've got to make a change to it. So once you're happy, click the values are correct. That will disappear. You won't see it again. It will remember this. You've got to be logged in. It is free to use, by the way, so you need to have an account, but it is free to set that account up. So you can use this tool. You set these settings here, your Lord Talent tree, so whichever slot you're using, and then again it will ask you how much any points of research that you've got. So if you go to your Lord at the top left, I need to move this camera, I've been silly. Okay, so I've moved my camera. I realize I can actually see the top left of my screen, so that's not ideal. Now it'll be in the development branch, but again you've got the so that's Alliance Research. So if you go to your Lord at the top left, and then on talent points at the bottom left here, then you can check out the economy branch, and you want to just scroll through until you find your construction. So construction 2 is at 5%. I've missed one. So construction 1 is at 5% as well. Alright, so we're going to talent points. So construction 1, construction 2, so that was 5% and 10%, and that's as fast through as he's gone. So now if we go back to the calculator, so you want to set your Lord Talent tree. It can be up to 15%, so just set that to 10%. And now if you're going to be using the Draconics, some of these temporary ones, yep, you might have wise usage going. There are different levels for that, and efficient construction, so whatever your level is. So check out your dragon if you're not sure. So if you go to Draconic at the bottom here, and then Draconic skills, it will then show you the different skills available. So you can see here the different skills. Just check what level you're at. So you've got the wise usage, you're at level 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever one's relevant for you, and making sure you have it active when you actually do the build. If you're not going to be using it, don't select it. Now if it's the shop event, you might have access to the buffs. So these ones are all named as they should be, as they are in the game. So the level 1 to 29 gives you a 33% reduction in resources and time. So check out and just make sure you select the correct one. And also remember that these buffs may only work for one build, so make sure you switch it off again when you add the next one. This tool has one great system which enables you to have it on for one and not for the next, so you can switch it up. So let's imagine I'm putting, and it will remember all these, so you'll only have to set this up one time and then just update them. If and when you upgrade a vein later, you might need to update it, but otherwise you set this up once, it will remember it. It will save you a huge amount of time once you've done this first effort. So now, once you've set all of your discounts, you then want to choose the building that you're going to be upgrading. So let's upgrade my range. It's currently level 22, so if we upgrade that to 23, set that to level 23. It will show you on the right here the undiscounted cost. I might redesign this, by the way, so that might not be there in future. And if you then add it to your build list, this will then take all of these discounts, and at this moment it will now send them, and it will tell you the construction costs. Now you'll say it's easy enough to find out for one, but it's when you're doing the next one and the next one and the next one. If you're doing 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 builds, you really want to know what you're going to be getting. So here we've got food 1.2 mil, 1.8 wood. So let's check that on the game, make sure I've got this right. So yeah, 1.1, 1.8, 353, and 63. Yep, 353, 63. So you can see that is absolutely spot on. So they round these ones. It's 1.1, but it's actually much closer to 1.2 than 1.1. So it's not super helpful for me. My calculator, my calculator will tell you the actual numbers. So you need 1195. It'll also tell you the time required. So here's the nice one here. It tells you 1,870 minutes. So if you've got one of these upgrade events where you've got to use speed ups, I'll take you to my Lunar account here. So I've got the Lucky Star running today, and in here, build your city. You've got to use 3,000 minutes, 9,000 minutes. This is where you can plan. You can work out, am I going to get enough? Remember 2 things on this. One is your alliance mates will help and knock that down. So make sure you've got a bit of an allowance for those alliance helps. And also, if you're using a vein in your council, there'll be a speed up at the end. So she's got an instant speed up potentially running. So make sure you have an allowance for that too. Otherwise, yeah, that will tell you exactly how many points you can get in this event. So boom, use those speed ups and check that you've got those speed ups. So really important. It'll help you do that maths. Now there are a couple of features here for people who are subscribers as well. If you do subscribe, thank you. That is so helpful. It helps support me in making more of these tools in the future. So for subscribers, you get an extra boost. So currently it's showing you your build plan. So your first building is range 23. Tells you all the different settings that you need to have. Really helpful when you're switching out. So if you say, in fact, I'm going to use a vein for one build and then move to another person, I'm going to put Nora in for the next one. I don't think she has any benefits, but if you're switching things out, changing things around, and you've only got, for example, one shop event buff, then you can choose when to use it. So on this next bigger build, let's say we're then going to do Stronghold level 23, you can add that to the build list. So now when you add the Stronghold 23, it's going to populate this, tell you the new, no, I did level 1. Okay, that is not great. Alright, so let's remove that. So, Stronghold level 23. Now the other thing you can do, you'll see there's a add to build list and a mark completed. You can tell the system when you've done a building, and that will stop you having these notifications on the right. You can see here where it's telling you that to get the level 23 Stronghold, you do need to have done the wall level 22, barracks level 22 as well. So this is really helpful to stop you making one of those mistakes. You can say, actually, I've already done wall 23, so just click completed, and now you know that it's there, it's done. Now for subscribers also, you get a little bonus where if you go to wall when you've set what you've already completed, it will know that you've done level 22, so the next one is 23. You can see that's pre-filled for me. Just make things a little bit faster, so thank you again to those subscribers. You'll get a little speed boost when using the tool. So when you're adding the wall to the list, let's go back to the Stronghold. So you'll see it doesn't know your level currently, so it'll start you at level 21, but let's say we're going to level 23 for your Stronghold. Add that to the build list. And here you go. Now you can see those boosts here, that you can see that you've changed your Master of Strategy is now Nora, and that you've applied the shop event buff, and you've removed Evade the Bestower. That's in red with a little line through it. So this will give you your build plan step by step. So anything that's changed will be in green or red. Green when you've added it, red when you've taken it away. So this will help make sure that you don't make a mistake. Lots of times people are like, oh, I tried to switch one of my heroes, and I was supposed to switch my hero to get a discount on my badges. Yeah, if you're on, if you've got Killian on the Lunar version of the game, this is really helpful. You want to switch between Killian when you're doing your Stronghold upgrades, your Barracks upgrades, but then you want to switch potentially to another person entirely, Aurelius Pendragon for example. This will keep that list built for you, so you don't make a mistake, find out that you've wasted huge numbers of badges, be it nightmare or resources. So really powerful tool, this one. Going to give you all the costs that you require, and it's super flexible as well, so use it how you want to use it. If you say, actually wait a minute, so I want to do a different build for the 23 stronghold, 3 dots here, you can remove that. You can also check out your build plan for each of the slots for subscribers, so you can see what each one of those builds needed. So how do you get to this great tool? Well, you go to EnglishTim.com/building. That will take you straight to this calculator. You sign up for your free account and you can use vast majority of the tools. The only thing for subscribers is this quick fill option, and subscribers are the only people who have access to the build plan. Otherwise, free to players, you can get access to loads of great information here. So do please check this out. So if you want to get more resources, check out this playlist here. It's how to gather more quickly, how to get more production out of your cities. I'm EnglishTim. Thanks for watching today.